Hello.
Hello, everybody. I don't need to say hello to you. You've been with me all day.
Oh, okay. Is that your way of telling me that you're sick of my presence?
No.
And you just want me to jaff off?
No.
Okay.
No, we're here for a reason.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to
Albumble.
the podcast where
We review albums we didn't review the first time round.
she's Anne.
You're not.
Correct. Do you know what? That almost sounds like we rehearsed
We
it.
didn't.
No.
Honest.
No, it's something about our short-term relationship.
Yeah. Right.
Do we want to go over any existing business from previous acts?
People. Well,
I'll quickly say I don't believe I have anything to add that we haven't mentioned already.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Although I've really not been paying attention to much recently.
Right.
So I may have missed something, but
okay,
it's not on my radar. Anyway, it was your choice this week.
It was.
And that was
Look At Us Now by Belgian Eurovision act of 2023.
Yes.
Gustaph.
Who
Released his first album after 17 years of being an artist.
Well,
or release since his first single.
It's not how you start.
So,
I'm not saying he's finished.
No.
I'm just saying he's, maybe when you start that early. Because he must have been young, like early 20s, if not a teenager.
No, you saw me go through and actually do some
It's
prep
quite
for
young
this, but,
for some people.
Yeah. Let's see, do we have a birth date for Stef? 1980. So he's now 45.
45.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think he's grown into himself, is the polite parlance.
So he was also Phoenix on The Masked Singer Vlaanderen.
Yes.
Which is quite the...
Everyone from Eurovision has done... Belgian Eurovision has done Masked Singer.
Oh, good.
Sandra Kim's done it.
Yeah.
You name them, they've probably been on it.
LST? Okay, not everyone then.
So this is his only album?
Debut album. Long-awaited debut album.
And have we got anything we want to say before we go into it, or?
No, we can mention that he has a writing credit on every song.
Yes.
There are lots of co-writers involved as well. And all bar two of the tracks on the album were co-produced by Gustaph and Richard X.
And off of
2005. Yes.
Yes.
Being Nobody as well.
Yes. That's what
Yeah. Which,
and that song he did with Liberty, was it Liberty X?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Yeah, which I
was
can't remember.
Called Being Nobody.
Oh, was that what
that was their cover of Ain't Nobody.
Right. Oh, yeah, it was. Sorry.
Yes. Which I quite enjoyed.
Okay.
And I've got a copy of his album. Richard X Presents His X Factor Volume 1 was his album. Terrible title for an album. And I don't think it was very successful, but it was around everywhere for a while.
Okay.
So, right, shall we move on and have a wander through?
Yes, let's do that.
So we open with track 1, side 1, which is, as John Otway would say, the hit.
Yes. I think it's a no-brainer, or it was a no-brainer for Gustaph.
Yeah.
To put this one as number 1, as the opener. It's a very safe song because it's the one most people, I'm guessing, would have picked up the album because of this song.
Yes.
Or through this song.
Yeah.
So by starting with it's very familiar. It's very safe, and then it progresses on to the other stuff on the album.
Yeah.
I think what's really quite interesting, a bit of a spoiler here,
Yeah.
is that this is very very much a cohesive album.
Yes, yeah.
It's very much... This is the big hit.
Yeah.
Everything is a little bit like that one. In its own... With some differences, obviously.
Yeah.
But we have nailed the oeuvre to the tree.
Yes.
That's a really bad analogy, but...
I will be honest, I came to this album with preconceptions.
Okay.
Because, Stef has been out since he was 14,
yes.
According to his Wikipedia entry, so I don't feel it's wrong for me to say this is a big gay disco album.
Yes, yes.
And it's a big gay club album.
Yes, yes.
And it's that, we are in that world.
Yes.
I was concerned this would be too straightforward and a bit overly camp, a bit lightweight, with too much cliche.
Yes.
And not enough substance.
Yes.
So I will give further opinions on that as we go through.
Right.
Okay.
Fine. I also just wanted to set a few things out regarding this song as a Eurovision entry as well, because to put it lightly, when this song won the Belgian national final, hell froze over.
What, because the Flems had actually picked something good for a change?
Well, no, because nobody had ever seen this one winning.
Oh, right, okay.
And everybody seemed to want something else to win. Not that they didn't like this song.
Yeah.
So I wrote it down because I knew I would forget. So with the VAC jury, it came third.
Right.
And in the televote, it came second.
Right.
And ended up winning by 1 point.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
To the shock of everybody, including Gustaph himself.
Yes.
Who was, you could see him visibly going...
Yeah.
What the hell has just happened?
What the hell just happened?
And then the internet basically decided to hate Gustaph for several weeks. Like it was his fault.
I mean, they were obviously wrong.
Well, I think they slowly came around to Gustaph. Just because he's generally a good egg.
Yes, yeah.
And made it very clear very early on that he was one of us.
Yeah.
He was a Eurovision fan.
Yeah.
As shown in one of his very first videos for the Eurovision YouTube, TikTok, wigwam, whatever it's called, where they did my top 5 Eurovision songs.
Right.
Now, you know what normally happens at this point is everyone chooses Waterloo. Everyone chooses Slow-Mo.
Everyone chooses
Fuego.
Euphoria.
Well, he did, in fairness.
Okay.
But he also chose 4 other songs that were very,
Were they deep dives?
They were very deep dives. His favourite do you know what Gustav's favourite Eurovision song is?
Is it Say Yay?
No.
Okay.
It's Where Are You by Imani.
Okay, yeah.
Which, when you think about it, this genre is not a million miles away from that.
No.
So, and then I think people just realised that it was in the realms of what else was out there. Yeah. It was quite a good song and well made on the night.
Yes.
So,
and plus the performance was
very
executed.
Good. Yes.
And of course, breezed through the semis and got into the final and
top 10.
Delivered a good result for Belgium, which is not always taken as a given.
No. He's the last person to qualify from Belgium.
There's a depressing thought, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. Shall we move on?
So, are we going to say anything about the song, or do we just take it as read?
Well, it's you know...
It's a modern...
90s, clubbish...
It's Alex Party, basically, isn't it? That's the music has the sound of Alec's party, and Gustaph's vocals are just Gustaph's vocals. He can belt it out.
I guess this is very much an extension also of the Belgian music dance scene.
It's an extension of a part of it.
Yes.
I don't think the Belgians weren't going as big on dance music early in the 90s.
Yeah.
Despite the fact a lot of stuff came out of Belgium which was very successful elsewhere, it wasn't necessarily hugely successful at home.
Yes.
They went for it far more by the sort of 98 turn of the millennium time, by which time it seemed to find its moment in Belgium as a movement. So, yeah. But there's a lot of mid-90s dance music in this album, which we will touch on as we go through. Track 2 is Faith in What You Feel, which was released as a single after Eurovision, after the Eurovision success.
And this kind of keeps up that momentum that's in Because of You. Although the music is less kind of bassy and is more got the piano kind of trills in it.
That piano riff in it I liked very much, and that combined with he offers a slightly more soulful vocal in this one, which is it's logically it is a strong follow-up to the hit. And a nice earwormy chorus. Keeps up the kind of personal tone. Although I would say that Because of You does have its kind of minor and then its major things. This one's a little bit lighter. It's not quite as full as Because of You is. No, I would agree with that. Lyrically, I think this is sort of very much as I expected the album to be. There's a lot of empowerment, positive mantras, and that sort of thing going on, which I think is very well addressed to its audience. So track 3 is Pick Me Up.
So this kind of continues on with the short piano disco phrases. But this one does have a bass in the background that keeps on going on. I quite like the gospel-esque ending. Although I do find it interesting that he says pick me up just as many times as he says shake me down. So which one is it?
Interestingly, I'll come on this shortly because it applies to the next track as well. There's a lot of tracks on this album that open with quite clever phrases. Which normally for most artists that would be your main refrain in the middle of the track, but that's not what the whole thing is given over to. I thought this had a lot of echoes of Show Me Love by Robin S.
There was a lot of this through the album. I'd go, oh, that sounds like... And sometimes I would be able to go, bing, that's exactly it. And sometimes I'd be left wondering, going, oh, I can't think, but it reminds me of something.
It's not the last one where I'm going to say, oh, I think this is... It's not... inspired by, I'd say it's in homage to. Because if you say things are inspired by, there's automatically some assumption that you've ripped something off. But it's not. This takes sort of an idea and a way a song is constructed and then says, right, I'd like to do something a little bit different with it, but it's still going to be recognisable to have this at its heart, which I think this does. Track 4 is Glow. And this is another one that I felt starts off with a line that you'd accept, oh, that's going to be the title. But it's not. We carry on into it. It gets given away at the start of the song without being too laboured. This is much more laid back with a sort of Balearic influence to it. We've got a slight Ibiza influence going on. The strong beat that goes through this is quite sedate compared to some of the others, but it lets us know that we're still very much in club track territory. Lyrically, we're sort of on a first meeting territory here. It's a little bit cliche, but it's good fodder for the romantics.
Yes.
And it will find its audience.
Oh, yep. I've put down it's got a kind of slight 70s soul thing going on. Nice mix of the falsetto voice and the normal voice.
Yeah.
And it has got that chilled summer vibes, kind of late night, as you said, in Ibiza. This is like the closing song in Ibiza. The sun's coming back up.
Yeah.
And here's the chill out song where we're all going to kind of go back home and get some sleep.
Here's the song where we're all wondering why we actually bothered booking those hotels in the first place. Yes. Right. Track 5 is Really Mine, which again I think is a little bit from the cliche books. This does feel quite lightweight to me.
Yes.
Compared to a lot of the other stuff on the album. I like the spoken intros in the bridge to the chorus. And that squeaky synth line that runs through the chorus as well. That, to me, says Too Blind to See It by Sim.
I've literally got that written down! Oh my god,
Look,
sorry.
It's there as well. I haven't been copying your notes, but there we go.
It took me ages to work out what that was reminding me of. So, yes. Sorry if that was a bit squeaky.
No, that's all right.
It's got in the instrumental... It's got Daft Punk. What's their The Sound of the Summer? What's that? Get Lucky.
Get Lucky. Yes.
It's got that kind of vibe to it in the instrumental. It feels very much like this would get played if it was on the dance chart.
Yes, I think you're right there. Yeah.
It's. I also thought that especially with the piano, I felt like this was very high energy 80s thing. I almost expected, Daryl Pandy, God bless his soul, to kind of do an extra bit in the chorus or something.
God, I'd love to have heard that collaboration.
Yes. But yes, it's very much inspired by that 80s, 90s genre of dance music.
Yes, with a little bit. That was sort of the type of thing that had a bit of American house influence to it whilst being commercial, which I don't think, again, was massively successful in the US, but found its audience over in Europe, ironically.
Yes.
So track 6...
Oh, can I just ask, have you got this on vinyl?
I've got it on CD.
Okay, I was just wondering where the flip would come. Not that it doesn't matter. Not that it matters, but I just thought it might be interesting to know whether it came now.
So the first one of side 2 is track 7, The Feeling.
Oh right, so that's the next one after this.
So track 6, final track on side 1, as we've just discovered, is Like You, which opens a little bit sort of ethereally.
Yes. So I've said this sounds like it was written by Robin.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
It's got that kind of very very kind of electronic instrumental over a very a very vocal tune.
Yes.
It feels like there's nothing much going on. It's all happening in the vocals.
Yeah.
I quite liked the verses. I thought the chorus is a good chorus, but not in that song. I quite like the way it was quite minor and a little bit kind of introverted in the verses, and then it came out a bit too much.
Yeah.
Which kind of made it lose the balance, really.
Yeah. It does have something of the sort of high energy ballad about it. obviously with some of these tracks there is some heartache and some shade to the constant light, which is, it's interesting how it works on different tracks. I will come back to that later on.
Spoiler.
So the first track on side 2, if you're listening on the vinyl, if you're listening on the CD, don't turn it over because it won't work, is The Feeling. Now, interestingly, as this is the start of the second side, I think there's a distinct change of tone at the start of this.
Okay.
Because the first side of the album, possibly the hit aside, feels as though we've got sort of almost teenagey cliche relationship songs in a lot of way. And this feels as though it's going for a very slightly harder edged sound to it. And this is an anthem for living in the moment rather than thinking of the future, and is also a bit sweary.
I've said, obviously he says some naughty words.
Well, he just jeffs a bit.
Yeah, he just jeffs a bit. There were also some single entendres.
Yeah,
should we say? Take you down, shoot your shot, hard to beat, fucking high, and come on over.
Okay. You've pulled, love. You've pulled.
But yeah, it's very much more adult.
Yeah.
Going from the teenage side into the...
This song is horny, Gustaph.
Yes. Although I also thought the instrumental of this made me think of Stardust.
Music sounds better with you. Yeah.
This made me think of that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you think?
I didn't have a great deal else to say apart from what I said earlier.
All right.
Track 8 is Already Know. And I think this is our first really meaty song on the album. There is some real emotional heft behind this. Hidden away between some fairly unthreatening mid-tempo dance beats to it. What did you find from it?
So I've said that the tone of this is slightly negative and quite pointed, but is quite understated.
Yes.
There's, as you said, there's not many words, but he's being very pointed with the words that he's saying.
Yes.
And you feel like there could be much more he's saying, but it's quite interesting that he's not saying that.
I think this is, I'll be honest, when I was listening through the album, this is the only one I had to listen to twice.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get the lyrics. This is really well written. The lyrics on this, I think, are superb. As you said, there's so much that you can get from the words which are not being said, as well as what is being said.
There is a slight Italo disco in the instrumental, although the instrumental itself did make me think of Rhythm is a Dancer by Snap.
Okay.
With the dong 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 dong.
The bass on that, okay.
And also, interestingly, he seems to have this style of songwriting, which is where he'll do 3 lines and a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Or he'll do like 2 long lines and a short line.
Yeah.
Or 2 short lines and a long line.
Yes.
Kind of thing. Whilst with this song, he is singing quite a lot of the time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's because there is more personal value to this than there is to some of the more outright hands in the air, sing along a chorus, clubby songs. But yeah, I really rate this. I think it's really good. Track 9 is Darker Days, in which we've stepped back a decade into the 80s by the sound of it.
Yes.
It's the closest thing up until now to a down-tempo track I think we've had on
We've
the
had
album.
slower songs, but they've still had beat to them.
Yeah.
Whilst this one is a little bit more... The beat is not there.
Yeah. Whereas with the previous track we could read between the lines, I think this has got an extra layer of cloaking over the top of it, which is hiding something that's obviously been a really difficult experience somewhere along the line.
Yes.
But it's very well buried in the lyrics on this one.
Yes. I was half expecting Pachelbel's canon to start coming in.
Okay.
For, that kind of slightly mournful yet slightly optimistic tone.
Mournful yet majestic.
Yes. Which kind of goes in the lyrics, because sometimes it feels optimistic, but then you think, well, he keeps saying we've had darker days, but then near the end he says, darker days will come.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like, oh, you said you've had dark times, but it's almost saying, yeah, we've come through that, but it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
So it's a bit, oh, is it optimistic or isn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's got a beat that keeps on driving it. A slower beat helps with that. It is the same genre, but it's very different to everything else we've had up to now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely from the same world.
Yes.
But is perhaps a different land.
Yes.
Track 10 is Calls Your Name, which finds us back on Planet Disco.
Yes, so we have the gospel again at the beginning. Slightly lighter in the vocals, some very busy instrumental parts. I would almost say it's possibly a good idea to listen to this one straight after you've listened to Because of You, because I think they kind of work as a pair.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Musically, in particular, the way it's formed is very similar.
Yes.
And in the subject matter as well. Obviously talking about, people being together and standing up for each other and that kind of thing.
I've always quite liked this kind of fairly direct tribute to trailblazers.
Yes.
This is obviously something of an emancipation anthem. It's for a community or a movement or something like that. Tonally, this reminds me quite a lot of Black Flowers by Culture Beat, which is going to be a reference that I doubt many people are going to get. Culture Beat's first album, this is 3 years before Mr. Vane.
Oh, right, okay.
Where they had a different female vocalist on there, and she was American, and there was a song on there called Black Flowers, which is regards the American civil rights movement, and I think has sort of a lot of echoes of this. Whether there's any influence there, I don't know, because it might be, but it's the way that this sort of thing is saying, here are people who have done great things, and we celebrate them. Track 11 is the obligatory slow tempo love song on the album, Miss You the Most.
So we kind of go back to the chill out song at the end of kind of the night. Very 80s soul, R&B synths,
threatening into power ballad territory.
Gospel feel, key change.
Oh god, that one comes thudding in, didn't
it? He got that in there somewhere. I think it's actually quite clever to have put this song last.
Okay.
Partially.
No, sorry, it's just I wrote down, personally, I wouldn't have put it at the end.
Right, okay. I just think this doesn't really go anywhere else. And I also think it's a kind of it just doesn't fit anywhere else, I don't think.
Okay.
Although, tell me why you think it shouldn't have been.
I wanted the album to finish on something more euphoric.
Okay.
I would have happily.
Okay, I know what
I would quite happily have had this as track 11.
Yeah.
And then something else as track 12.
Okay. I know what it should be.
What?
Go, you finish off.
I think track 12 should have been a cover of Express by Dina Carroll.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right.
So I would have said, now this is my other thing that I didn't mention earlier.
Go on.
Is that one of the things that did surprise me is that, when Gustaph did Eurosong 2023,
yeah,
each act had 2 songs.
Uh-huh.
Now, his other song,
yes,
called The Nail,
yes,
isn't on the album, which I am quite surprised by.
Particularly as it was released in Belgium by the same record label as released his album.
I think something like that would have been an interesting extra.
Okay.
It's not like Because of You. It's more, I would say negative, but it's much more... the instrumental is much more driving and monotonous.
Okay.
And I think it would have made an interesting extra song on the album, possibly something a little bit different.
Or, just to say, it could have been a B-side to the Because of You 7-inch single.
Yes!
Which, although I will say that the remix of Because of You that's on the flip side of the 7-inch single, that doesn't appear to have been released anywhere else, is really rather good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I was... I thought it was an odd note to finish it on when that wasn't what the rest of the album was.
Yes.
But I can understand why you said that.
No.
Right, we will hear you on the other side of this jingle. So that brings us to the end of our track-by-track board. Now, I mentioned at the start I had some expectations or preconceptions coming to this about what I was expecting. I felt that these expectations ended up being simultaneously right and wrong.
Uh-huh.
In places, it does have some very wafty, airy light spots.
Yeah.
But also in quite a few places carries quite a lot of emotional heft. I think it's fair to say that being a slightly older artist, which I think it's fair to say because there's not many artists release a debut album past their 40th birthday, should we say. I think because of all this extra life experience that Gustaph has, I think this album has quite a lot of weight to it in certain places. Yeah. Musically, this is not going to be for everyone.
No.
And I appreciate that in some places it could be viewed as being quite a narrow collection of songs. I'd like to hope that Gustaph will release at least one more album. Yeah. Because I'd like to hear... You hear quite a lot about it being said that artists take their whole life building up to their first album to release their first album. Yeah. I don't think Gustaph has done that. He's released enough singles elsewhere previously that you could probably have an album of other material from the early years, if you like.
Yes.
I would find it really interesting whether he would choose now to go on and do more of a similar sort of thing, or whether he wants to do something different with it. And I will be interested to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I think saying right at the beginning about the fact that he started off when he was 20 and it's taken him this long.
Yeah.
I think it's the life lessons, it's the maturity, physical and mental.
Yeah.
It's the contacts. It's the experience.
And also he's worked with a lot of other people along the way, hasn't he?
Yes.
So. Did you say he was a backing vocalist on one of the previous?
So two previous
ones.
So he was the backup singer for Senek.
Yeah.
And he was also a backing singer for The Wrong Place.
Okay. Yeah.
But he was off stage both times.
Okay.
I thought kind of similarly to you, thinking about like he's obviously found his place in in particular the Belgian music scene.
Yes.
He's found his place, and I think he's been appreciated for that.
I found it very interesting this year how on the VRT Eurosong show, I found it very interesting, obviously, how fond they were of having him there.
Yes.
And how much respect and love there was for him from the crowd there.
Yes.
With a lot of countries, if you say, oh, this is going to be our Eurovision selection show, here's somebody who represented us 2 years ago, most countries would be, oh, I don't remember them. That's not the case in Belgium.
No. So, I mean, I think he's, without quoting a slightly negative, I think he knows himself.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think he will know what his next steps are.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he still has his, dare I say, his side hustle of working at the arts university thing in, I think it's in Ghent.
Okay.
Because that's where he tutored Red Sebastian.
Ah, right, okay.
So he's obviously got that side. So whether he'll go into more singing or whether he'll go into producing or mentoring or a bit of everything.
I genuinely do hope, though, he continues to make and get music released.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not an easy thing for artists to do nowadays.
I mean, now that he's made his foray onto the Eurovision stage, most of March, April, May, June will be... he'll be free to do...
whatever he chooses.
The old gig here and there, the pre-parties, that kind of thing. However, I did then wonder, thinking about, kind of his space in, as we said, the Belgian dance music scene.
Yes.
And I did then start thinking, maybe we could get like a super group of Belgian dance stars. And then I started, do you know what I'd love to hear?
Oh, God.
I'd love to hear a duet.
Strap in, kids.
A duet
between
Gustaph and Danzel.
I'm here for that.
I think that would work very well.
Yeah.
Because I think Paul Danzel gets a bad rep.
Yeah.
Because he actually has a very good voice.
And
or at least
very
did
distinctive
have.
voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his voice is quite low and deep and kind of... whilst Gustaph's is more falsetto-y. Whether, a kind of super group could be...
Yeah.
What are you looking up?
I'm looking up whether Danzel's released anything in the last couple of years, because I know I've got nothing since 2014 on that.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame.
Well, because he did he didn't do Belgium. He did Polish Eurosong.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah. But no, I've got quite a lot of these singles that are listed here.
Yeah.
And a lot of it I rate quite highly, because I find his voice I find it quite straightforward to listen to. You instantly know when Danzel is doing his vocals on a track. So,
and that's the other thing I'd say about Gustaph as well. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's very listenable. You know what he's saying.
Yes.
There's no kind of...
It's well disciplined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the nice thing about him, love, is that he sings proper words. He doesn't go mumbling and flumbling about.
And except for one song, no effing and jeffing.
What? Right, I think that brings us to the end of that, doesn't it?
Yes,
All that remains is for you to tell us where we go next.
Right, okay, so obviously it's going to be a little bit busy because it's the summer holidays and things like that. So I asked the internet.
Beep 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 beep. Ask the internet.
Thank you, John Robbins.
You're welcome.
I asked the internet about what are the best mini albums and EPs that people should listen to.
Oh, I can tell you what the best mini album is.
What is it?
It's Forward by The Shaman.
Okay. Are we listening to that one time?
We can do if you like.
Now, I found a lot of like rundowns and stuff with an inordinate amount of tracks by Tool on it for some reason. But I saw one that took my eye and I thought, this fits a niche of a genre of stuff we've not really reviewed a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, it's from a era of songs that we've not listened to a lot of.
Okay, so we're listening to a mini LP of 70s prog rock.
No.
Right.
So I would like you to listen to the 4-track EP.
Yes.
Called Spiral Scratch.
Oh, I know that.
Which is the debut release by the Buzzcocks.
Oh, right, okay.
So it shouldn't be very taxing.
No.
Shouldn't take too long to
talk
about.
Punk singles are only about 1 minute 30 long at best, aren't they?
I think the whole thing is less than 11 minutes.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
So...
Spoiler for you, next episode will be short.
It will be short. So I just thought it might be easier to do something a little bit
that's
fluffy.
fine.
Well, it might not be fluffy.
Well, no, I'm guessing it'll be quite spiky,
yes.
in fact. So
and pogo-y.
Be like a hedgehog.
Yeah. Aww. Right. Thank you very much for listening, everybody.
Thank you for your support.
You can find us, search for Albumble on your podcast place of choice.
On your parish notice board.
On the graffiti in the loo.
On the back of gravestones.
Oh gosh.
What?
On shopping lists left at your local B-jams.
Scrawled on the back of a magazine stuffed into a hedge.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, so fine.
I believe what Anne is trying to say is please like, share and subscribe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.